No one explains anxiety like this. No one. A lot of people are like, oh, do this. Like, it's crazy. Hold out with me here. That this has really changed my life. Is when we forget and we fear. How I got rid of my anxiety in seconds. This has been something that I've struggled with, whether it was when I was a younger kid and always feeling anxiety of judgment from people around me, or even, at times where I would even have anxiety talking to my own family, loved ones, partners in the past. And it wasn't until I started to incorporate this specific technique that I noticed that my anxiety was something that I was self-inducing, and how I could literally shift that in seconds with this technique that no one talks about. Welcome back, beautiful souls, to the channel. I'm Shika, your conscious mentor, and today I'm gonna be talking about how I got rid of my anxiety, how I manifested getting rid of my anxiety in seconds, and how you can also get rid of your anxiety, whether that is you going back into the social circle, social world. Hello, as I'm recording this, we're going back into the back to normal things, and I know a lot of us are feeling this sense of like social anxiety, or even like feeling a sense of anxiety even with the loved ones or people that we know, because we haven't really seen them for so long. And if you are in that space, or maybe you've just always had anxiety for as long as you could remember, or you've noticed that since doing their shadow work, well, this video is going to be very powerful, because I truly wish that someone told my 4-year-old younger self, child self, hey, here's an amazing technique that you can use, and this will actually help you anytime that you feel that this fear of whatever this anxiety is being induced by is being triggered. So I'm really excited to share this with you guys. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, like, and subscribe, as well as put notification bells. I do videos weekly for you guys, and I love doing energy healings live on this channel, meditations, manifestation, angel numbers, all that great stuff. If you want that and to have a support community like this, then this is the channel for you, and you should just subscribe because you're here already. So do that, please. It makes a big difference, and like it as well. And if you feel called to go deeper with me, you can either enroll in the Conscious Shadow Rebirth program, or you can enroll and apply for the Conscious Mentoring, which is now open for applications. I'm really excited. So if you feel called to work deeper with me, energy healing, you connect with my vibe, all that information is down below. And today's subscriber of the day is Nakamura. Thank you so much for being part of this family. I love your name, by the way. And I love you guys so much. Let's get into the anxiety. Come on, Chica, tell me what this secret is. So first and foremost, I'm gonna just explain anxiety in a deep way. So whether you are currently just like you Googled it, you YouTubed it, you're having through an anxiety kind of episode right now or whatever, you've noticed that it has been a bigger theme for you recently, whatever your situation is, I just want you to know that we're gonna understand that more, because sometimes we need to bring ourselves back to our body, because sometimes when we're going through triggers and trauma, what happens energetically is our soul leaves the energetic body, because we do not want to work with this anymore. We don't want to be here. We don't want to absorb that. Our soul's like, get me out of this state, get me out of this place, and then we panic, and that's where we have things such as anger, emotion, sadness, anxiety, depression that comes in and builds, right? So that's all for another topic of mental health. But for the topic of this video, how I got rid of anxiety, it's understanding that the anxiety is the fear of what could happen, the fear of what will be. That's exactly what that is. So whenever you feel anxiety, the first thing before I share the secret with you is ask yourself, what is the fear of what will be of whatever this is? So if you're getting anxious because like something's unorganized or someone's asking you a question, what is the fear of what will be? Maybe it's a judgment of the person's perspective of you. Maybe it is just like a memory of like that specific word, theme, environment is something that resonates with your younger self when you first initially had anxiety. Whatever it is, it's important that we understand where that is so we can consciously have this method work effectively, okay? And manifest this anxiety out of here. So that's the first and foremost step. The second thing and the second secret, and it's crazy, hold out with me here, that this has really changed my life, is when we forget and we fear things, we forget to breathe. Think about any time that has happened to you we forget to breathe all the time, right? And if you guys don't know, I do a lot of breath work in my shamanic energy healings. And when I do healings with you guys, and even if you've been to my live meditation energy healings on the channel, you know that I'm always big on breathing. When we do our moon circles every full moon, new moon, so if you're watching this and there's a full moon coming up or new moon, put notifications so you don't miss it, because I come here and I do these live to allow you to have access to do your shadow work. But the first thing I say is, where's your breath? I always say, okay, where are you breathing right now? That's the first thing I tune into. I don't just make you go into a meditation. That's what's a little bit different, is I'm not allowing you just to witness, okay, this is the issue. This is what my shadow is showing me. This is what my anxiety is showing me. And okay, had my episode, that's it, move on, life is great. That's not how we heal from things. Healing is understanding and actually working through it. And I know as fearful as what I'm about to say is going to go through, you will be thankful in seconds later. This is when we use breath to breathe into, to feel the anxiety, to feel the fear, to release it out of our body, out of our cells, out of our subconscious. And in doing that, we are working with the parasympathetic system. Parasympathetic system is essentially the system of which in our breath, we have the somatic and we have the parasympathetic. So parasympathetic is all nose breathing. It's you basically breathing in your nose. To make it very simple, it's when you breathe in your nose. Somatic is when we breathe through the mouth. So for me, I do a lot of parasympathetic practices in my healing. I also do mouth. It depends on what we're working with, honestly. When I'm working through a healing or doing a meditation with you guys, it really depends. But for the purpose of this video and the purpose of getting rid of our anxiety, we're working with the parasympathetic. Why is that? Because parasympathetic allows us to activate the sense of relaxation. So not only are you facing the fear, you're gonna be like, Shika, this sounds better now. Or not only are you facing the fear of the anxiety and what's coming up for you, you're allowing yourself to enter a conscious parasympathetic wavelength. So you're allowing yourself to be in a relaxed state. And by tapping in that, you allow yourself to not react out of anxiety, but to actually be with the anxiety and flow with it to release it through breath. Okay, so we're gonna work through this together. I'm gonna do this with you. I'm not gonna just be like, okay, this is step 1, 2, 3. No. We're gonna do it together, because I want you guys to share with me in the comment section after, this is how I felt, Chica, and whatnot. Now, I'm gonna also explain when to use this. So stay with me even after the practice. So I just want you to sit on a chair. I'm sitting here because this is my love seat and I love my love seat. I'm usually recording somewhere else. This is a different background, guys, but it's still in my space. And as I'm speaking with you guys, guess what spirit animal is visiting us? A squirrel. And squirrels are the spirit animal of playfulness. Play with our energy, play with our breath today. Okay, so we're gonna close our eyes. And you don't even need to close your eyes, honestly. You can just do it with your eyes open. Let's do our eyes open, because we wanna make this practical. You know, when you're out in public, you know, you can do this as well. So you're gonna stay with me, and we're gonna just take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out. And we're not rushing, we're really taking it slow again with me. And I want you to continue to breathe in this way, in through the nose as deep as you can, and exhaling slower out through the mouth. Again, in through the nose, taking a deep breath as deep as you can, exhaling out through the mouth. And just noticing how your body feels, only focusing on your breath, staying away from the mind. Don't allow the ego to come in. Perfect. And then take another deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. And just closing your eyes for this last one with me here. Taking a deep breath in through the nose. And sighing and exhaling out. And opening your eyes. So what we just did is we worked with the parasympathetic breath length. So what that is parasympathetic is all about relaxation. It's the breath that we use here It is such a beautiful breath that I use a lot when people are going through trauma. Like I just noticed my energy shifted. I don't know if you felt that, but let me know how you feel in the comment section after this, because I noticed a huge shift. Now, can you imagine if you just took seconds to do 3 of those when you're out and about and you're anxious with your partner, or something happens and it just like catches you off guard, or you're anxious about a certain event or something. Like I breathe all the time. I breathe when I'm speaking to someone. I'm having lunch with someone, I'm breathing. Like I'm always conscious of my breath. Because what that's gonna do is our breath is like a muscle. When we can practice the breath in the parasympathetic way, in the relaxed way, the more relaxed you are, the less you're gonna feel anxious. And that's simply what it is. Because the first thing you do when you're anxious is you breathe faster through your mouth. And what the mouth breath does is it activates your fight or flight. We don't want that, right? Or we hold our breath. We forget to breathe, and breathe. We need our breath to live. We need our breath to be, right? So automatically your body's gonna be in a state in your root chakra of fear.
What's going on? Why are we stopping?
I thought we were flowing through the cells here, and it creates a fragmentation in the body. Yes, a fragmentation that energetically means that your body will think, oh, I'm not safe here. I'm gonna get out of my body here. The soul comes out of the body. The shadow comes out of the body. The higher self comes out of the body. So when you can think of it that way of how anxiety is explained, because I don't think no one explains anxiety like this. No one. A lot of people are like, oh, do this, like breathe it, like, yeah, but if you think of it in a scientific and an also spiritual way, which I'm holding space for, because I think it's easier for people to digest in both places, especially if you're just a beginner in spirituality, or maybe you've recently just got anxiety because of the craziness we have in our world, or you're just going through a huge awakening and life change. This is where this will be very helpful. So my intention, and I will give you guys this challenge, is I want you to do this breath 5 times a day. It could be you in the shower. It can be you at work at your desk. It can be eating dinner. It could be having a conversation with anyone, your partner, your friend, on the phone, FaceTime, whatever it is. Taking this second to be like, I'm gonna be conscious of my breath. Let me breathe. Let me use Chica's technique here. Enter into a relaxed state. I'm not waiting until the day that I'm feeling this anxious anxiety and I'm feeling so overwhelmed for me to use this technique. I'm practicing it so then the moment that anxiety happens, my body has practiced to know it is safe. And in doing that, I automatically know what to do. Parasympathetic breath, anxiety release breath. I am free, I feel relaxed, I'm giving myself life, and I'm not allowing myself to be absorbed by the anxiety. Because when we absorb ourselves by the anxiety, we're absorbing and attracting the fear. And when we can attract the fear, we think of all the numerous things that our self-ego and our self-sabotage mind can induce. And in doing that, we self-induce in this hamster wheel of anxiety. And we're not here for that. We're not doing that, okay? So I really hope you guys enjoy this technique. And again, this is such a beautiful technique that I am so consciously aware of. If you guys would like me to do more videos on other things like depression or other things that you're struggling with, please let me know down below. I'd love to do a video and just give you more of a take of practices and things that you could implement to really help you on your shadow work. And if you want to go deeper and heal with me, I do have my one-on-one mentoring program open for application down below. You can just apply and I would love to heal with you. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like and subscribe, as well as put notification bells. It helps a lot with the channel and I'd love for you to be part of the family and enjoy this freeing breath, because breath is honestly the most powerful thing that I wish more people talked about, and how to breathe, because we honestly sometimes forget how to breathe in this crazy world we live in. Please don't forget to breathe. Your breath is your life is breath, the breath is freedom, and you have all of that. See you in the next video. Bye.